Okay, I am starting. Okay, first I am telling the short portion, that is power of lens. This portion you all know, power of lens. Power of lens is denoted by capital P. Okay, and the formula for power of lens is P equal to 1 by F, where F will be in meter. Right? So power of lens equal to 1 by 8 in meter. Then we will get the unit of power, diopter. Okay, it is denoted by capital D. This is the unit of power of lens. It is denoted by capital D. Okay. So if this is the formula, then we know the lens maker formula 1 by 8 equal to nu 2 by nu 1 minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Right? This is the lens maker formula. So here 1 by this mu 2 is the refractive index of the lens material, and this is refractive index of the surrounding material or surrounding. So here we are getting 1 by 8. Okay. If all the values this R1, R2 we take in meter, then this 1 by 8 in place of 1 by 8 we can write power. Okay, so directly we can use this formula P equal to nu 2 by nu 1 minus 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. When we are taking this formula as power, then we will put R1 R2 in meter. Okay, then the unit of power will get diopter. So two kinds of lens, convex and concave. So for convex lens, we know that the focal length F is positive, right? For convex lens, F is positive on the right side. If F is positive, then power simply reciprocal. So power for convex lens will also be positive. So positive lens power means it is convex lens. For concave lens, F is negative. F is negative, so power will also be negative. So negative power means we will understand the lens is concave, and another name of this lens is diverging lens. Another name of convex is converging lens. Okay. So power of a lens is positive means the nature of that lens is converging lens. Power is negative means nature of that lens is diverging. Okay. So these small points you all know. So you can get small numerical related to P equal to 1 by F. Okay, you can get. But here in this grade, this P equal to 1 by F is not so important. But you have to keep in mind, this is the basic thing. So now we are going combination of lenses. That is the important thing. Combination of lenses. Okay, I am erasing this. I am erasing. Okay. Now come to combination of lenses. This formula derivation is important. Small derivation and then numerical. So combination of lenses. Combination of lenses. Okay, suppose I am taking two lenses. Okay, two lenses I am taking. So first, suppose I am taking one lens. This is L1. Okay, here combination of lenses we will discuss something that type. That is two lenses. Where suppose we are taking two lenses. So two lenses are in contact with each other. Okay. So this is principal axis. Okay, one object is here, point object. So this is one ray, this is another ray, and this is third ray. So what will happen? What will happen? This is converging lens. Convex lens means converging lens. So after refraction, the ray will converge at a point. Okay. After refraction, they will converge at a point. Clear? Clear? So if this is object distance u, okay, take this is c1 center of curvature, this is object, this is I prime, okay, this is u left side. So here in this derivation we will not put positive negative sign, just we will use the formula. And this is image distance v prime, okay. So only for this lens, if the focal length of this lens is suppose f1, so what will be the formula? So for first lens L1, the formula will be 1 by v prime minus 1 by u equal to 1 by f1. This is equation number 1. Okay. Now I am putting another lens in contact. They are thin lenses. Here remember, they are thin lenses. So I am putting another convex lens. Okay. This is L2, center of curvature C2. Its focal length is suppose f2. Okay. So when I am putting another lens, then at this point we will not get the image. Then this will be the dotted line. Okay. Here this is the dotted line. Clear. So this is the dotted line. So when the ray is incidenting to the second lens, so second lens will bend the rays so quickly towards the principal axis. Okay, it will bend. At this point, we will get the image. Okay, at this point, we will get the image due to the lens combination. So the final image distance is V. V will be measured from C2. Okay, and here C1, C2 all are very near to each other. So this V prime is measured from C1. So here you will write C1 I prime is almost equal to C2 I prime. That is equal to V prime. Okay, they are thin lenses, they are in contact each other. So C1, C2 are very close to each other. So we are assuming that C1, C2 are overlapping on each other. And for V is measured from C2. So C2 V almost equal to C1 C2I. C1I equal to V. Okay, these two things you will mention. After that, we will use this second lens. So for second lens, I prime is the object. Okay, and this is the image. So for second lens, so for second lens, 1 by V is the image, minus 1 by V prime equal to 1 by F2. This is equation 2. Okay, so you will mention these things. Okay, now what we will do? Now we will add these two equations. Okay, this is the diagram. Here this line will be the dotted line. Okay, this is the dotted line. This is the dotted line, and this is the solid line. This is the solid line. This is the actual image. This is the actual image. So now we will add these two equations 1 and 2. Okay, if we add these two equations, look, 1 by v prime here minus 1 by v prime, they will be cancelled each other. They will cancel each other. So here we will get 1 by v prime cancelled out. So here 1 by v remaining term, and here minus 1 by u. So here I am writing 1 by v minus 1 by u equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2. We have added them. So 1 by f2. This equation we are getting after adding the two equations 1 and 2. Okay, I am erasing this portion. Okay. So give this equation number 3. This is equation number 3. Okay, clear? Now, if in place of these two combination of lenses, if we put such a lens that for this object we are getting image here, and suppose the focal length of that lens is capital L, then we can write this equation 1 by v minus 1 by u equal to 1 by capital L. Okay, this is equation 4. This is the focal length of such a lens which we place in place of these two lenses, so that for this object we are getting image at this position. Okay, so now if we compare these two equations 3 and 4, comparing 3 and 4. What we will get? Left side equal, so right side should be equal. So 1 by f equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f. So this is the derivation. Okay. So if the lenses are in contact, here I have taken two lenses in contact. If we take any number of lenses in contact, then the formula for focal length will be 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2 plus 1 by f3 plus 1 by f4. In this way, it will go on. Okay. So in exam, if derivation comes, then we will derive for two lenses in contact. Okay. Clear? So here, when you put the values, you will put the values with sign. If two lenses are convex in nature, then you will put positive value. If one convex, another concave, then for convex you will put plus, for concave you will put minus, and then you will calculate. You will get the final focal length. Okay, so this is the derivation. Now, if the final focal length F, capital F. So suppose capital F is positive. You are getting positive. Capital F is positive. That means the lens combination will behave as a converging lens. Okay. If capital F is negative. Okay, capital F is negative. Then the combined lens will behave as a diverging lens. Okay, negative focal length means diverging lens. The combined lens will behave as a concave lens, and converging means positive focal length. So combined lens will behave as a convex lens. Okay, understand? So this is the required formula. Okay, now I am giving one numerical. Our derivation part is finished. Okay, now we will solve the numerical. One will do related to this formula. So here look, another important thing. Suppose you are asked to find the power of a combined lens. So power means this is the power for combined lens. So we can directly add the powers. P equal to P1 plus P2. 1 by F1 is P1, 1 by F2 is the power for the second lens. Here when we put the powers, we put their value with sign. Okay, we put their value with sign. We will get the power for combined lens. Clear? So this is the derivation part. Okay. Now we will solve few numericals. One numerical we will solve from these equations, these two equations. After that we will go lens mirror combination. Okay, we had seen lens combination. Two numericals we have done in the last class. Here we will see lens mirror combination. Okay. Clear? So I am erasing this. I am erasing. So two lenses. Okay, not this one. A convex lens. A convex lens of focal length 25 cm of f equal to 25 cm is placed coaxially in contact. Is placed coaxially in contact with a concave lens of f 20 cm. Okay, determine the focal length. Determine the focal length f of the combination okay. This is first question. Second question, nature of the combination. Nature of the combination And third one, power of the combination. Okay, written everyone. Written, a convex lens of f25 centimeter is placed coaxially in contact with a concave lens of f20. Determine the final f. Okay, take it capital F. Take it capital F. Okay. So how will you solve? So the formula simple. First one, 1 by f equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2. Okay. So 1 by f1, 1 by f1. Suppose convex, I am taking convex as f1 and concave as f2. So f1 convex, that means positive. Concave f2, that is negative. Okay, so put their value with sign. So 1 by 25 minus 1 by 20. Okay, after that you will calculate. You will calculate how much you will get. So 100, 4 minus 5, 4 minus 5. So you will get minus 1 by 100. Okay, so if you will get minus 100 centimeter, that means you can write minus 1 meter. Okay, this is the focal. Second question, nature. You will get the nature from this sign. Here it is negative sign. Negative sign means what? Focal length negative. That means diverging. So nature will be diverging. Nature will be diverging. Okay, nature will be diverging. Third question, power. Power means 1 by f in meter. Here it is already in meter. So power will be 1 by f in meter. It is already in meter. So 1 by f you will get minus 1. Do not put meter. Minus 1 diopter. Okay. So power is minus 1 diopter. So this is the one numerical related to lens combination. Okay. Clear? 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 I am erasing this. Okay, I am erasing. Okay. Now come to lens mirror combination. Okay, we will solve few problem. For lens mirror combination, you will understand those problems. First, you have to understand the problems. So I am writing you numericals. Okay. So first one, a convex lens of focal length 20 centimeter. A convex lens of focal length 20 centimeter has a point object placed. Has a point object placed on its principal axis. Placed on its principal axis at a distance u is given, that is 40 centimeter from that lens. Okay, a plane mirror is placed 30 centimeter behind the convex lens. Plane mirror. Okay, plane mirror is placed 30 centimeter behind the convex lens. Locate the position of the image formed. So we have to find V basically, position of the image. Okay. So this is one numerical related to the lens mirror combination. Convex lens is there, and here plane mirror is there. Sometimes you will get concave mirror, sometimes convex mirror. So we will solve different kind of problem. Okay. So this is first problem. So first I am showing the diagram. So here a convex lens is there. Okay. At a distance 40 centimeter, an object is placed. This is 40 centimeter. This is object O. Here rays are going like this. Okay. And what it is given f equal to 20. Okay, fine. And the plane mirror is placed 30 centimeter behind the convex lens. So behind the convex lens means on this side. So here one plane mirror is placed. Plane mirror is placed. Okay. This distance is 30 centimeter. So we have to find the image, where the image will be found. And we have to express it, we have to write it properly. So first we know all the things for lens. Image object distance we know, focal length we know. So we will use the lens formula and we will find the image distance for lens only. Okay, first for lens only. So first one, 1 by V minus 1 by U equal to 1 by F. So 1 by V, U is on the left side, so it will be minus 40. So at the end it will be plus 40, plus 1 by 40. Here minus n is already there. U is minus 40, it is on the left side, so minus 40 minus minus plus. And a convex lens, so F will be positive 1 by 20. From this thing you will calculate and you will get the answer like this. 20 minus 1 by 40. So 42 minus 1. So 1 by 40. That means V you are getting 40 centimeter with plus sign. 40 centimeter with plus sign means if the image due to this lens only, it will be found on the right side. So forget about the mirror first. So at a distance 40 centimeters, so at this point image will be found. Okay, at this point image will be formed. So forget about the mirror first. Clear? Clear? Now put the mirror. So what will happen? This is I prime. This is not the actual image. This is I prime. This is not the actual image. This is the dotted. Okay. So I prime. Image will not be found there because mirror is there. Okay. Now come to the mirror. For this mirror, this is the object. What will be the object distance? This is the object distance, right? Total distance we know how much? 40. Total distance 40. Okay, b equal to 40. This we are getting due to length. So this distance is 40. This distance is 30. That means this one will be 10. Now this is object. This is the virtual object. Okay, this is the object, and object distance from the plane mirror is 10. And do we know that the object distance and image distance becomes equal for plane mirror? So this, if this is the object, then image will be formed. Image will be formed on this side. Okay, ray will incident at the plane mirror. It will reflect and meet at this point. Okay, meet at this point. So if this is 10, then this distance from this point to this point, this distance will also be 10 centimeter. Okay, so for lens we will calculate, and after that when you are placing mirror here, no need to calculate anything, you have to understand and you have to write the answer. Okay, just 2-3 lines you will mention why we are taking this point as the image. Okay, so here we are getting real image. At what distance? At a distance 10 centimeter in front of the mirror, plane mirror. Okay, so how will you express the image distance? the image will be formed at a distance 10 centimeter in front of the plane mirror. Okay, do not write behind the mirror, in front of the plane mirror. This side is front, this side is front of the lens, this side is front of the mirror. So at a distance 10 centimeter in front of the plane mirror. Clear? So this is one numerical related to lens mirror combination. Understand? Understand? Clear? Now come to the second type. I am erasing this. I am erasing. Second type, that is a convex lens is placed. Convex lens is placed in contact with the plane mirror. In contact with the plane mirror. Okay. An axial point object at a distance 20 centimeter from this combination. Okay. So object distance is given 20 centimeter in front of this combination. Has its image coinciding with itself. So image, this is the important part. Image is coinciding. Image is coinciding with the object. This is the important point. Image is coinciding with the object. Find the focal length of convex lens. So F of convex lens, that we have to find. Okay, F of convex lens. Okay, so this is plane mirror, and lens and mirror is in contact. Okay, lens and mirror is in contact. This is the principal axis. Object is placed here. So here object and image, they are coinciding. So object is here, image will also be here. Okay. So how will be the ray diagram? How will be the ray diagram? That means rays are going in this way. They will refract through this lens, convex lens. After refracting, the ray will incident on the plane mirror. From plane mirror, it will reflect, the light will reflect. After reflecting, the light will come back to the same path. Okay, it will come back to the same path. That means the principle of reversibility. The direction will reverse. Okay, so that object and image will coincide. Okay, so here when this rays after reflecting from the plane mirror will take the same path, when incident ray and reflected ray coincides, incident ray and reflected ray, they are coinciding. In which case you will get this thing, when the rays are incidenting perpendicularly to the plane mirror, right? Rays are incidenting perpendicularly. So here after refraction, the rays will go perpendicular to the plane mirror. After refraction, the rays will go perpendicular to the plane mirror. Perpendicular. If it incidents perpendicularly, it will return back to the same path, and after refraction, it will follow the same path, and they will meet at this point, so that image and object will coincide. Understand this concept? Okay. From this concept, what we are getting? These two rays, the refracted rays from the lens, they should be parallel to the principal axis, right? because this mirror and lens, they are coaxial, so they should be parallel. Okay, they should be parallel to the principal axis because principal axis is perpendicular to the mirror. So if these two rays, refracted rays, are parallel to the principal axis, that means refracted rays are perpendicular to the plane mirror, right? So these two refracted rays are parallel to the principal axis. So in which case we get this, the reflected rays are parallel to the principal axis? In which case you will get this? In which case? Can you tell? When the refracted rays will be parallel to the principal axis. In which case will you get this? So you will get this in a particular case, that is when the rays are coming from focus. Object is placed at focus. Okay, that means this object, the object distance, this object distance is equal to the focal length. Okay, if object is placed at focus, then image formed at infinity, right? That means this distance will be focal length. That means object distance, basically object distance. So what will be the focal length? 20. So focal length. So here these things you have to understand just. Focal length of convex lens equal to 20 centimeter. Here focal length is 20 centimeter. Suppose you are asked what will be the radius of curvature, then 20 into 2, 40 centimeter. Okay, so in this way, this is the second problem related to lens mirror combination. Understand? Understand? Come to third type. Now I am going to spherical mirror. Okay, lens and spherical mirror. Okay, I am erasing this. This is the last problem we will do. Okay, here a convex lens and a convex mirror. Okay, combination is a convex lens and a convex mirror. And for convex mirror, the radius of curvature is this. Of radius of curvature 20 centimeter, placed coaxially, and distance between them. Distance between them is 30 centimeter. 30 centimeter. Okay, 30 centimeter. Now an object is placed u equal to 25. Object is placed at 25 centimeter in front of lens. In front of lens. Okay, and image due to this combination is coinciding. What will be the focal length of convex? Image is coinciding. Again, the same point we are getting. Image is coinciding with object. Okay, we have to find f of convex. Okay, we have to find f of convex lens. What will be the focal length of convex lens? Okay, write the question. Here the combination is convex lens and convex mirror. Convex lens and convex mirror. And for this convex mirror, radius of curvature is given. And their separation is given 30 centimeter. U is given 25 in front of the lens. Condition is this. This is important condition. Image is coinciding with object. Okay. So I am again drawing. So this is convex lens and convex mirror. This is convex mirror. Okay, they are placed coaxially. point object is placed at a distance of 25 from the convex lens. Okay, this is lens L, this is mirror M, and the separation between these two is given 30. This is object, this is object. Okay, now I am drawing. R is given 20. Okay, now I am drawing the image. So this is the ray, first ray, second ray. After reflection, what will happen? They will bend towards the principal axis because it is a converging lens. Okay, so towards the principal axis, it will bend in such a way. It will bend in such a way that this is mirror. Mirror means it will reflect. Okay, so in such a way that image will be formed here. That means again the ray after reflection from this mirror, they will take the same path and they will return back to this point. Okay, so this ray will return back to the same path and they will meet here, so that object and image will coincide. So when this ray will return back to the same path, when this ray, incident ray, is incidenting on a convex mirror, when it will return back to the same path, it will return back to the same path when the incident ray is incidenting along the radius of curvature. Clear? So radius of curvature means it is normal. So at this point, if we draw the radius of curvature, suppose this is the radius of curvature. Okay, this is the radius of curvature. Then it is normal. Radius of curvature is normal at a point. It is normal at this point. So normal at this point means incident ray and reflected ray, they will coincide. So it will reflect in this path. It will reflect in this path and it will meet at point I. That means this distance we are getting. This distance is what? This distance is the radius of curvature, right? This distance is the radius of curvature, and we know the value, that is 20 centimeters. Clear? This is the concept that you have to understand. If you understood this, then it is very easy. Now object distance we know from the lens, image distance we know. If we remove the mirror, then here the image will be formed. So this is the image distance for lens only. If we forget the mirror, this is the image distance for lens only. So image distance is 50. Okay. So U equal to minus 25 centimeter. V equal to 30 plus 20. This is the total distance we have to take. 50. We have to find A. So we use the formula. So 1 by V minus 1 by U equal to 1 by F. So 1 by F equal to 1 by V means positive. So 1 by 50. U is negative. Here already another negative sign. Negative, positive. So 1 by 25. So you will get here 100. 2 plus 4. So F you will get 100 by 6 centimeter. 100 by 6, how much you will get? 16.67 centimeter. Clear? Clear? So in this way you have to understand this type of numericals. Lens mirror combinations. You have to understand from lens mirror combination. This type of numerical is very important. That image and object they are coinciding. Okay. So if you don't understand, you can ask here. Otherwise, you can watch this recording again. Okay, so that you'll understand properly. You'll practice it 2-3 times. Okay, and also practice that lens combination formula derivation. Okay, so here I am finishing this, and in the next class we will solve another 2 lens mirror combination numerical. Okay, we'll see another 2 lens mirror combination numerical. Any query? Sharon, Preeti. Sharon, any query? Preeti, any query? Okay, so I am ending it here and I am sending the recording after some time. Okay.